You were there for the big moment. Talk to us about how you think it will affect the race in Arizona.
Well, how historic was that? To be there was a special treat, and it was the energy in that room was just incredible. And this just shows you how welcoming our movement is. America First, the MAGA movement, whatever you want to call it, we welcome everybody. This is not called the Republican First movement. It's called the America First movement. And so when he decided to step out and jump in and endorse President Trump, he is welcomed with open arms. This movement is about bringing back safe streets, bringing back national security that keeps our cities and towns and our country safe. It's about quality education for our kids. And, you know, he added a couple of things that I thought were important. It's about making America healthy again, making our children safe again. And so I think it's a perfect addition to our movement, and we welcome him. And we also welcome disaffected Democrats who are looking at what happened at that convention and seeing a coup. This is a woman in Kamala Harris who's never earned a single vote.
I want to get to that part. I do want to get to that part. But there is a little bit of a strange bedfellows moment here, though, right? Kennedy, who is most famous for his criticisms of vaccines, while the former President Trump can point to Operation Warp Speed as maybe his administration's greatest accomplishment in the battle against COVID. Are you at all concerned about the cost Republicans may have to pay in maintaining this new alliance?
No, and I think Warp Speed was much bigger and broader than what you just described. It was about getting the federal government quickly moving, which is, you got to give it to President Trump. He did get the federal government moving quickly in a situation where the states were demanding a lot of things. They needed ventilators, they needed all kinds of things, and it was about getting all that moving. And, you know, we're a party that is open to people who don't agree with us 100% of the time. My goodness, you know, I think that Republicans agree on 95% of everything. They really do. And then we find ourselves bickering over 5%. And then when you expand that out, Chris, over the rest of the country, I even believe when it comes to, you know, independents and most Democrats, we as a country believe in about 85%. We have the same, we agree on. And we are finding ourselves arguing over the things we don't agree on. So there's plenty of people in our movement who are skeptical of the vaccine, the COVID vaccine, and there's plenty who took it. So does it matter? That's not how we decide whether you are going to be part of the America First movement or not.
Okay, well, one place where we know there's disagreement is on the question of abortion, and we know it's going to be on the ballot literally and figuratively in Arizona this fall. Yep. So after your state Supreme Court ruled this past week to allow an abortion referendum to go forward, so it's going to be there. The measure would allow abortions until viability, typically around 24 weeks. Democrats are optimistic that this will drive turnout for them, making your race that much tougher. The party line from Republicans is that abortion should be determined at the state level. Do you agree, or should there be federal legislation here?
I agree it should be at the state level. That's what happened when Roe v. Wade was brought down. It was sent back to the states. And as a U.S. Senator, I will not vote to, I will not cast a vote to ban abortion nationwide. This needs to be decided at the state level, and we're in the process of doing that. Many states have decided, many have not. Here in Arizona, we currently have you have access to abortion for 15 weeks, about 4 months into pregnancy. This new piece of legislation, this proposition, I should say, would allow for abortion right up until 9 months. And so we have a choice, and everybody in Arizona who votes will get one vote on that. And then that will be the law. But what I think we really need to do, and I believe the Republican Party is already the party who cares deeply about families, is we need to let women know they truly do have choices when it comes to their health care, by the way, because I know that's what Democrats like to say. We really want true health care choices, but we also want them to know there's help available if they do find themselves pregnant and it's unexpected pregnancy. We want them to know there's help available, whether that be financial help, whether that be help becoming a mother or getting mothering classes and parenting classes, or whether there's help when it comes to adoptive services. There's a lot of families out there who would love to adopt. They don't have the ability to conceive, and they would love to adopt. So I just want women to know there are lots of choices out there. The Democrats aren't really about choice. Unfortunately, they're only pushing one choice, and there are lots of choices out there.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.